Hello friends, this is Music Man from his man cave, and I am just giving a rant. First I went after the top music movie critics, and now I want to talk about YouTube movie critics. And I'm just going to give a shout out, a little bit of a rant here, what I think. Coming at you right now. YouTube. What a wonderful device. What a wonderful system. People like me can get on here and we can share our opinions. And I'm just going to share my opinions about YouTube film critics. Now here first I'm going to share the positive about them. They're the most connected with people like me. They understand why we go to the movies. They understand what movies are really about. They can lighten up. They understand that some movies are just basically a popcorn flick and you're just there to escape and you're just there to have a good time, and they have no problem with that. Then we have some movie critics that on here that basically they're very opinionated and they're not really honest, and they're not really neutral with movies, if you know what I mean. And I'm not really a movie critic. I'm just an average guy who basically started this channel on YouTube with my movie reviews from just basically someone that does not do what the YouTube people do. You come to this channel and what you're going to hear is you're not going to hear any profanity. I'm not going to be dropping a bunch of cuss words all the time and saying vulgar metaphors and analogies, which they do all the time. I'm not going to be flipping off the screen, which they do all the time. So here's the deal. I have not found yet a quality YouTube movie reviewer that I can recommend to anyone. Why? Because they'll all of a sudden drop the F-bomb. Or they'll start cussing like a longshoreman. And it's embarrassing. They're not professional. They have no class. It's like their demographic is 13-year-old boys. And the most surprising thing is they do have hundreds of thousands of people watch their reviews. Kudos to them. But there's a lot of people digging to the bottom of a garbage can to get a kernel of corn, if you ask me. First of all, yeah, they're very good. They're very knowledgeable. They understand a movie's score. They understand editing. They understand directing. They understand a script. They understand good writing. They understand that it needs to be cohesive, coherent. They understand personification. They understand irony. They understand foreshadowing. You get a lot more of that instead of just basically these top film critics that say, I don't like it. That's it. I give it a C-. It's grotesque. I love it. Why? And then you read it and they don't give any more detail than that. Did they never take a basic writing course in school? So a lot of these guys are very, very knowledgeable. However, then they will go into a rant with gutter profanity, cussing, for those of you who do not know what I'm talking about, swearing. I had one night a reviewer I thought I trusted, and he saw Guardians of the Galaxy, and he said, it was F-bomb awesome. First thing he said. I was so disappointed. I thought I could trust this guy. I thought he had some class. So that's the one problem that I've discovered with YouTube, is that there's people that will just let it all loose on here, and they're not thinking about who's going to watch this. They don't care. They don't care about, and they're very open about sexuality, and they talk about things that really don't need to be talked about. And also, most of them, you have to be very careful watching them because they will spoil the movie. They're not very careful about spoiling the movie. Now, I may spoil the movie, but I'm also not claiming to be some kind of film critic. I'm really not. Basically, if you come here and you ask me about a movie, I will talk to you about it and give you my opinion. I'm the opinionator. I'm just an opinion man. You look at my blog, you see I rate headphones, I rate sound systems. I talk about a lot of stuff, but just besides movies. Also, if you follow my Stupid with Money series, you'll see I've made every mistake with money that's possible. So this isn't just, I'm not a film critic. I'm an average guy that goes to movies, and I just get on here and share what I saw and what I like. I can give you some names of some sites that are really good if you don't want to get shocked and offended by these YouTube critics. The worst is video games. There's this one guy that he literally goes on rants where he makes swearing an art form. Who wants to listen to that? Believe it or not, millions of people are listening to this guy. And he goes on there. He's some guy that all he does is plays video games and goes to movies. Who am I to judge? But really? That's all you do? Wow. You really did something with your life. And then he swears and he cusses and goes into rants, and I just can't listen to it. So I subscribe to him, and he's funny and he's witty, but then he gets so perverse and he's cussing and carrying on. And why? You can be just as funny without doing that. And at certain times he has his profanity bleeped, but other times he doesn't have it bleeped at all. Confusing. Anyway, I'd like to continue on by talking about some movies that I really believe are overhyped. That'll be coming at you. But if you look behind me, you're going to see the movies I love. I love Star Wars. I love the Lord of the Rings right in there. I love WALL-E. I mean, I like the Pixar movies. Those are quality entertainment. WALL-E is a great achievement. What a well-made movie. Fellowship of the Rings. What a great achievement. Star Wars. Pop culture. Space opera. There, now you're talking to me. And of course, you see back there I have graphic novels and things. And so you can see I'm into Yoda and Star Wars. You see I like Superman. And, oh, whoops, there's a controller here. Yeah, and I'm into my video games. So anyway, I'm just an average guy. I'm here in my man cave. If you have any movies you want me to review, I may say no. And the reason I may say no is because if you ask me to review something that's going to, I feel like I have no business watching, I'll just tell you that it's too vulgar for me to watch. Or there's other guys on here, they will watch anything. I am here for the crowd who wants good escapism, good movies that are pretty friendly for the family. One thing that Avatar did when it put it out on DVD is they did a collector's edition, and they got rid of all the profanity, which it makes it almost about as offensive as the Smurfs, unless you're a tree hugger. With that family-friendly edition. I wish they'd do that with more blockbuster movies like that. Don't have to do it with all of them. You don't want to do it with Arnold Schwarzenegger's Raw Deal or something. That would just be goofy and funny. But I mean, like movies like Avatar, wow, that was really, really well done. So, what's the deal, to YouTube critics? Is there none of you guys that have any class? I can't show you to anybody, to my friends or family, because you're cussing all the time. Anyway, getting off my soapbox. Talk to you later. Take care. About those sites you can go to on the internet. Capalert.com is very good if you want a thorough analysis of a movie. Every swear word, every vulgar thing that happens in the movie. That's where you go. Capalert.com. And then there's Screen It, which is very good. They will let you know what's in the movie. And then there's Christian Spotlight on the Movies. Those are just a few that if you want to go there, the Christian Spotlight on the Movies is really good. They'll tell you, they'll be honest. Even if the movie's good, they'll be honest about things in it that may not be child appropriate or so forth. And I do believe that there are some movies that are appropriate for adults, and there's some movies that are appropriate for teenagers, and there's movies that are appropriate for children. Otherwise, why have a rating system? Anyway, take care. Hope this helps.